Hi everyone, welcome to another Pokemon Go episode. This is going to be our massive evolution session. I am doing this on Saturday mostly because for two reasons. One, I am going to go take some gyms later today, and the second reason is my Pokedex is getting kind of full and I don't have enough coins to buy some space, some more additional Pokedex space, so I do need to evolve a bunch of my Pokemon, then go ahead and transfer them later so I have room so that I can catch some more later on today and tomorrow. But you will still see this video on Sunday, so it'll just be the same as usual. But this is a very exciting Pokedex session for my Pokedex, because if you take a look right now, I'm at 125. If my calculations are correct, I should be at 137 by the end of the session, mostly because of my trip to New York, where the Pokemon are very different there compared to Toronto. And Central Park is just amazing for Pokemon. So I'm gonna set everything up here and get my lucky egg out, get my little timer thing so I know when to start it, and we are gonna go. So we're gonna start off with something pretty simple. We're going to start off. You'll see we have a bunch of Pidgeys. I know those are not exciting, so I'll do those. At the end, we'll go ahead and get started with Rattata. So we have two Rattatas, so not too many, but we're going to do some pretty exciting ones. We're going to do obviously a lot of the more exciting ones are going to be in the description or in the title. So we're going to do things like Poliwag, Ponyta, Magnemite, Growlithe. Those are some of the more exciting ones that I already have, but they're going to be still pretty exciting to do. Nope. Okay, we might as well do the Spearow then. So we'll do the Spearow as well. And we have a few other ones as well that we need to get to. Spearow. I don't think Fearows I don't really care about, so I'll probably transfer later. I'm not too fussed on that one. And we're very close. We should be getting to level 28 after this massive evolution session. And we'll be a good ways through 28 on our way to 29. 29 might come this time next week. We'll see. Probably not. To be honest, it's probably going to be like 2-3 weeks between levels, because it starts, the XP curve is pretty steep from here on out. Okay, so let's go down. Let's do our Zubat. Unfortunately, I did a Zubat by accident. I was like pocket evolving some Pokemon as I was walking home. So unfortunately, an egg hatch was Zubat, which is already bad. Then it just evolved by itself. Not by itself, obviously. It's like hitting things in my pockets and caused it to evolve somehow, even with all the clicks that it has to do. So we're done the Zubat. The next one we want to do is, I believe it's right here, Meowth into another Persian. So again, I'm not checking the IVs on these ones because I'm not going to use them in battle. They're not that important in the grand scheme of things. It's not like they have like major type advantages. Like Meowth and Persians are pretty weak Pokemon in general. The next one we're going to do is Clefairy. So if we go, I believe Clefairy is right here. This should be a pretty strong Clefable, 772. I can't remember if it's stronger than my last one I evolved last week. It's probably pretty comparable because it's 1500. We'll be able to tell once it's finished evolving. We'll see what it looks like. I'll probably trade in my 1200 one. I think it had different moveset, so that's probably why I didn't trade in last time. Because you only need so many Clefables. Looks like it's a little bit stronger than my last one. Next one, nope, I don't have enough candy for Jigglypuff. I'm almost there. So let's go down to Psyduck. So you'll see here I have a bunch of Psyducks. I think I can't remember, 2 of these or maybe 1 of them I got from an egg. Unfortunately, a 5K egg, which I haven't purchased coins like through real money. So getting these, not because I'm against it. It's just that I know my brother currently does, and a few other people, so I want to be fair to them and not get an advantage just because because I'm willing to buy the Pokecoins. But again, I have no problem with people buying Pokecoins because it's part of the game. So these Psyducks, I think one of my Psyducks has like really high IV, so I'll have to check that out later, determine which one I want to keep. It does also depend on the moveset. So these movesets don't look that great. And one more. Yeah, so movesets don't look that great on that previous one. I do want, maybe it's good for defense. Well, I'll have to take a look. I'll take a look and analyze afterwards to understand which ones I want to keep. I certainly don't need 5 Golducks. Maybe if there's trading and someone didn't have a lot of Golducks, I would certainly just give it to them. So let's go with Paris. This Paris should be not too bad, but I will be trading probably one of these parasites. And the one after that, we're going to do Goldeen. So let's take a look here. We're going to go down to Goldeen, or is Goldeen up? Oh no, I should take more. No, it's right here. I think both these Goldeens I got from an egg, so their IVs should be pretty decent. They're both 523. I'm gonna probably trade in 2 of my 3 resulting Seekings. So I already have one. I'm gonna trade one of these in because they're, again, not that strong. I think there's very limited use, and especially if it has like Drill Run, I'm definitely gonna trade in because that's a very weak secondary move. Mega Horn, that's actually a decent one. So there you go, another Goldeen. And next we're going to do Shelder. And then we're going to do Horsey, Staryu, Seal, Slowpoke, Drowsy. Then we'll move on to some of the little bit more exciting ones, the ones I haven't done as often in these evolution videos, or you probably haven't seen as much. So we want to go find Shelder. Shelder is up. I really should prepare this a little bit more, but it's okay. Shelder will just do one of them. I could trade in one of my Cloisters, but my Cloisters are pretty good. They have a good moveset. I doubt the Shelder is going to be stronger than them because the Shelder's not that strong. So, but we'll see. Maybe it is going to be really strong and it's going to have a good move set. But Cloisters are good against like Dragon type Pokemon. This one has horrible move set. So let's go find Horsey, wherever Horsey is. Oh, Horsey must be down. I really should memorize these numbers a little bit better so I'm not wasting time here. Or I should favor them, but I like favoring a lot of my Pokemon that I'm going to evolve and as well that I want to keep just so I don't have the ability to transfer them. And we're going to do a bunch of new ones for the Pokedex. As I said earlier, we're going to do like 12 new ones to the Pokedex. So that's going to be pretty exciting. So let's take a look. Staryu. It's right here. Staryu, there's a lot of them in Toronto, especially where I mostly play Pokemon now, even though they slightly nerfed that place and the Pokemon don't spawn quite as frequently now. Starmie, I'm definitely gonna get rid of one of my Starmies. I don't need all of them. Okay, Psychic, that's not bad. Seal, I believe, is up here. Okay, Seal, this should be a pretty decent Dugong. Hopefully knows Blizzard. I don't know if my other one knows Blizzard. I don't believe so, but we'll see. I'll have to check it out afterwards. So now we have Dugong. And that works. We're going to do... Okay, Icy Wind. That's not a good moveset. They're both ice moves, but that one is not that great. Oh, it must be up here. Again, I should prepare a little bit more. I thought I would know this a little bit better. So we have this 808 Slowpoke, which should turn into... I don't think the IVs are that great. So I'm going to be evolving this one just because it has high CP. And hopefully it's going to be pretty useful in the gyms. I think Slowpokes are pretty good defenders. Again, I think they have decent HP. Their attacker is gonna be okay. We'll see. Water Pulse, okay. And then this other one has high IVs. So I don't know the exact ones, but I remember when I praised it, as well as Hatch still. Should be pretty good. So we'll see. I forgot to check the actual CP of that slow bro that I just evolved, but I'm sure it was pretty good considering it was 808. This is 1400, so I'm assuming it's this 1800 one. I'm guessing. I'll find out when I look back on this video. So I have this Drowsy. That's gonna be decent. I actually have 2 Drowsies I need to do, and then we'll do some interesting ones. Okay, so we have this Drowsy into Hypno. There's so many in Toronto. Probably maybe one of the most common Pokemon in Toronto. So again, pretty decent. So let's see here. Okay, and then we have to go up for, if you're wondering what the typing is, I have a list, a PokeDex list that will tell me. So this Poliwag has, I think, like 95% IVs. I have so many Poliwag candies that I was so happy when I caught this one. Has high CP, pretty high CP, and high IVs. So the typing in the background is I have this Wikipedia page that has a list of Pokemon, and I'm just typing in the Pokedex number, or typing the name so I can figure the Pokedex number so I can know whether or not go up or down. So here, 1005. This is going to be one strong Poliwrath. I'm definitely going to power this one up if it has a good moveset. So it has to have good IV, high CP, because I don't want to waste too much Stardust unless it's a certain Pokemon. And it has to have a good moveset, which is 3 things to check, which are kind of difficult to do. Ice Punch, we'll have to take a look afterwards, see how that one is. Okay, so next thing we want to do is we want to do Ponyta, which should be just below here. Okay, I already have a Rapidash, and this Ponyta into Rapidash is a cool one. That's why I have it a little bit later in the video. But again, I'm not too excited by Rapidash, but I know it looks pretty cool. The next one I want to do is Magnemite, which should just be below there, and Magnemite into Magneton. I already caught 2 Magnetons, so I'm not too excited by that. But I haven't evolved one, so that's the reason why it's on this list. Next one that I want to do is Growlithe, which looks like just above it. I don't have a high IV one, but there's a Growlithe nest pretty nearby, so I can take a look at it. And it's 73. It's not too bad. If it has a good moveset, I will... Oh, Flash Cannon. That's not a good moveset. Okay, I already have an Arcanine, but you can still tell it's super weak. So this one has a good moveset. I am probably going to power it up. If it doesn't, I'm going to keep hunting Growlithe until I get another Arcanine. Hopefully it doesn't have Bulldoze. I'm hoping Fire Blast and Fire Fang would be a great one. Especially I'm starting to see some more Venusaurs and other grass Pokemon to combat the water. Oh, Fire Fang and Fire Blast. I'm definitely powering that one up. And what we want to do next is we want to do Coughing, which is going to be 109 right here. And I don't have a Wheezing, so this is going to be a new one for the Pokedex. This is when we start doing some more exciting ones. So after that, we're going to do Doduo. Again, a lot of these I caught in New York. They're so common in New York, so it's so easy to up your Pokedex if you live in New York, especially if you live near Central Park. So New York City, I should state. So there we have Wheezing. Add that to the Pokedex. I should really look these up before. Doduo is 84, so it should be up. Yeah, Doduo into Dotrio, and I saw a couple of Dotrios, but I purposely didn't do it because I want to get the additional XP for it. So Ekans is way up there. So that's the next one we're going to do. Again, all these are new to the Pokedex. Some pretty exciting ones are coming through. Let's just check the timer. Okay, 14 minutes. I should be good on time. So Ekans is way at the top. So not that far. Ekans into Arbok. Again, I don't really care about the IVs for these ones because I'm not going to use them. Voltorb is in Pokedex number 100, so I have to go down for that one. But again, new to the Pokedex, pretty exciting. I did see Arbok on my nearby. Just actually, my game glitched out. Actually, when I was traveling to New York, I went over my data limit, so my data stopped working, which is unfortunate. Okay, so we need to go to 100. There you go, Voltorb. This one has, I think, pretty high IVs, if I remember correctly, because I had a stronger one, but I got rid of it. Again, Electro, not that strong. All the electric types are pretty weak, and, you know, Jolteon and Hinton are going to get Raichu pretty soon in this video, but it's good for the Pokedex. Again, Electro is another one where it's actually quite common in New York, and I actually chose not to catch it because I want to add in my Pokedex recording this video, get the additional XP. So Vulpix again is way up there. So I need to scroll my way up there so I can get to my Vulpix. So Vulpix are starting to become a little bit more common in, where's my Vulpix? There you go. A little bit more common in Toronto, so I'm not too fussed that the IVs are not that great for this one. And Ninetales is actually probably a decent Pokemon, so hopefully good moveset. I don't know what good moveset. Can it know Fire Blast? That'd be good if it knows fire. If it knows 2 fire moves, that's probably good. I might power it up, but again, I have Flareon, Arcanine, so not too fussed on this Vulpix. The next one I already know is way down the bottom. Whoa, fire! I forgot the first move. I didn't look that hard. So we're gonna start doing our fossils. So we're gonna do our Omnanite into Omnistar. This is a pretty good IV one. I think like 84 or 81%, something like that. So this is gonna be new to the Pokedex as well. So Omnite, and we're gonna do Kabuto right after. So this is gonna be one big fossil day. So again, how am I doing on time? Almost 17 minutes. So should be pretty good. I should get pretty decent IV. I've been a little bit slower in this video than I want to. Didn't look like I had a good moveset actually. That's okay. It's a good counter to what was it? Lapras, maybe? That doesn't sound right, but perhaps it is. So Kabutops. I haven't seen this one ever. I know my brother has caught one, so that's pretty awesome of him. This new to the Pokedex, so lots of new ones to the Pokedex. So this is a very exciting episode. So I didn't check that moveset. Next one we're going to do is one of people's favorite Pokemon. Again, Pikachu. I have a lot of Pikachu candy here. I have enough for almost 3. So I'm just going to evolve this one. The IVs are really low. You have to hatch one, or I heard getting one through Incense is pretty good as well. But again, I don't have a lot of Incense, so maybe I'll start buying them if I can start controlling more gyms for a longer period of time. So Raichu, new to the Pokedex, hopefully knows, I think Thunder Shock and Thunder would be a good one. But the CP was kind of low on this one. I've seen much higher ones. I've encountered much higher ones, but so again, probably not going to use it. So the next one is Abra, which Abra I think is a little further down, and we're going to evolve this one straight to Kadabra. I already have like pretty high IV Kadabras, but the CP was a little bit low, so I was hoping that I don't really care about Alakazam, mostly because we'll see which one has the highest IVs. If it has more than 600, which I hope it does. 608. Let's see which one is the highest. I'm gonna just go for this one. I think the IVs were slightly higher on the 606 one, but I think it's like 84 versus 80, so I'm not too fussed on that. So this is gonna be new to the Pokedex, Alakazam. I haven't seen this one. I actually did see it on my nearby one time, but I couldn't find it. So it's gonna add new to the Pokedex here. Next one is Bellsprout, which is 69, which actually I don't know relative to this Abra where it is. Actually, it's probably down. Okay, we have this decent Bellsprout. The IVs are not that great, but I do want to get into the Pokedex. Just so I'm really focused on completing the Pokedex. Obviously, having a strong Victory Bell is really important, but it is what it is. Bellsprouts are not overly common. You can definitely find them in Toronto, but they're not overly common compared to places like Toronto. I'm gonna evolve this one. It's a pretty low IV, but hopefully it'll still be pretty useful. It's high CP. If it has a good moveset, I'm probably not gonna power this one up regardless, but it'll be good to use against Vaporeons. If I can get something and Solar Beam, I don't know what the best quick attack is, but again, register to the Pokedex. So, Razor Leaf, Solar Beam, awesome. The next one I want to do is Execute, which is 102. It should be just past here. I have this higher IV one, which is this one, which I hatched from an egg, which is a little bit ironic. The other one has higher CP, so if I don't get a good moveset here, that would be a good backup one. But Executor is supposed to be a beast in this game, so hopefully it has a good moveset. Solar Beam something. Please Solar Beam. Please Solar Beam. If you have Solar Beam, I will power you up. I will power you up if you have Solar Beam. Zen Headbutt Psychic, that's not good. That is not good. Okay, let's go to my EVs. That's disappointing, actually. That's a little bit disappointing. Let's go to my EVs. Again, not doing any name tricks. EVs are very common. The IVs are not that great on this one, but I'm still hoping for a Vaporeon, because I don't have... Vaporeon should be pretty high. I don't have a 2000 Vaporeon. Okay, Vaporeon. This actually should be pretty close to 2000. I'm hoping. Or over 2000. We will find out. 1960. Okay. That's not bad. We have to trade in a few of my other Vaporeons. So I'm only going to evolve from now on. Maybe I'll change the number now that I'm level 28. But I'm only going to evolve 700 plus EVs. Unless the... Okay, another Flareon. I don't need another Flareon. I'm definitely going to trade in one of these because I don't need that many Flareons. Okay, yeah, too many Flareons. I have these two Magikarp. This one, I think it has like 80-something% IVs. I wish it was 90%. But, you know, I'm just going to evolve it. I could use another, as long as it doesn't get Twister. Don't get Twister. I prefer Hydro Pump over Dragon Pulse by quite a bit, but I'll take a Dragon Pulse. This is going to be hopefully over 2000 right off the bat. I did power it up once, which is why the numbers are kind of weird. Okay, Bite, Hydro Pump, that's awesome. I'm definitely going to power that one up. That's great. So we still have a little bit of time left, 8 minutes. I'm going to do a bunch of Pidgeys and Weedles. So I'll do these Weedles first. And then afterwards, we can take a look at the... Oh, okay. What's happening here? Okay, looks like my game froze. That's unfortunate. So I'm going to just restart it. And then hopefully my Weedle was already evolved, so I do need the XP. It's unfortunate that I had to freeze like that. But still, a lot of great evolutions in this session, a lot of new ones. I wish my execute evolved into a stronger executor, but you know, it is what it is. So I have 6 minutes left on this. Okay, let's do it here. Let's just do the caterpies, get them out of the way. About 6 minutes left, so I should be able to do at least another 10 more evolutions, getting my caterpies out of the way. I won't be able to get through my Weedles, but hopefully I'll get through. I might have to do another interim evolution session to get rid of all my Pidgeys and whatnot, because that's one of the challenges I have, is that I just don't have the bag space anymore, or Pokedex space, which makes it challenging because I spend so much time just transferring Pokemon, figuring which one. Transfer the new appraisal system helps a lot because I know which ones right away are weak ones, but it's still very challenging from that aspect. So okay, should be able to get through a bunch of these. Maybe I'll get to my Pidgeys. I have a lot of them. I have enough to evolve like 40 Pidgeys. I think I have like 30 of them, just because I had to keep transferring them, because I don't have enough Pokedex space. And if everything goes well this week, maybe what do I have left? I need to catch one more Rhyhorn. I need to get more like 10 more Machops, 10 more Charmanders, a dozen Bulbasaurs, then I'll be done my Pokedex. So I'm very close. I could do like an Ivysaur and a Machamp right now, but I'm waiting, trying to hold out, trying to do those evolution sessions all together. So we're through the Caterpies and we have about 4.5 minutes left. So we're gonna get a good ways through the Weedles as well. I think I need like 50,000 XP or 60,000 XP, maybe 60,000 to get to level 28. So I should definitely get to level 28 unless I messed up pretty badly here. Come on, Weedle, don't mess up this time. So 4 minutes. In theory, I should be able to get through 9 of them, maybe 10 of them if I'm quick. I don't know how many Weedles I have. I have quite a few. So again, these Weedles, when they evolve, multiplier is just awful. Going into a Kakuna and Metapod, which makes sense. They're going into like a defensive state. Well, I guess they can use Harden, but like they can't attack or anything. So it makes sense that the CP doesn't go up that high, but it is what it is. So just getting through these. Then once I'm through this, we can see that we can go to level 28. We can check out our Pokemon and maybe we'll power up a few. Especially that Gyarados is awesome. That Arcanine, great. I think that Ninetales is pretty good as well. That Execute is not the greatest. I wish I had Solar Beam. I'll have to take a look at what Psychic is strong against. Maybe it's against other Psychics, but there's not a lot of really great Psychics. I know maybe it's Resistance against Psychic. I can't remember. But I think like Bug types. Bug. No, maybe it's not Bug. Maybe it's Normal. I don't know, actually. Is it good against Snorlax? I don't think so. Let's see here. Psychic. Oh, okay, I'll look that up afterwards and decide. I know it's a Psychic Pokemon as well. Psychic Grass or Psychic. So it does have the stab advantage, but a little bit disappointed. Psychic. Okay, so I have 2 more minutes. So I gotta get through these ones. About a minute and a half left. Let's see here. Psychic. Strong against fighting, poison, ghosts. Maybe, I guess I run to Needle Queen or Needle King. I could use it against it, but that's a pretty weak list. You really want to be strong against Snorlaxes and Lapras and Dragonites and Gyarados and like Vaporeons in order to do well in this game. So a Solar Beam would have been amazing. I guess there's still like water types are good resistance against water types. Hopefully, I think. Okay, I have about a minute left, so hopefully we can squeeze a few more of these in. Let's trade in a lot of these, free up my bag space. Hopefully, you can squeeze in two more. So if I do this one quickly, and then do one before the time is up, should be good. Okay, and let's go. Okay, hopefully this is gonna be a little tight. I'm going to have to. Hopefully, you can squeeze it in time. About 15 seconds left. 10. Okay, I should be fine. I'll just have to do. I can't really hesitate. 5. Okay, I don't know. I got that one off in time. I did technically click the button before, but I don't know if my times are perfectly synced. So that might have been evolution outside of the double XP, which is still fine. Just a Weedle, but okay. So let's take a look. Me going to 28. So okay, level 28. That's awesome. Okay, yeah, it looks like it did get in time. So let's take a look here. Let's go to my strongest one. Let's do some power ups. Let's power up my Dragonite, like I do every plus 50. That's amazing. It does cost a ton of Stardust to do this power up. Okay, there you go, Dragonite. I don't want to power up my Snorlaxes. I don't want to power up my Lapras because Lapras is like caught. They don't have great IVs. I am going to power up my Gyarados here. My 91 Gyarados. Okay. 2200. That actually might be... Nope, not yet. Okay, and then I can power up this Gyarados a bunch of times. Bite, Hydro Pump, good move set. Oh, what the heck? Oh, that was weird. I guess it moved up in the rankings, so that's why I switched with Lapras. Again, I have a pretty good mix of teams at the top, like all your traditional strongest Pokemon. So you can see here that even though I think it's like probably like between 5 or 7% lower, it's only like 27 IVs. It's 27 CP lower. So I'm gonna also power up this Nino King. Doesn't have the best moveset, but it's a pretty good moveset. And now I have a bunch of Pokemon in the 2000s. That's awesome. Lots of candy there. Let's go down to this Executors. 2 Psychic types. Psychic Grass. Probably not going to power it up. It's going to cost me a lot of candy anyways. So let's power this one up. It has Fire Fang and Fire Blast, which I think is the best moveset. Let's take a look here. Best moveset. Pokemon Go. I think I'm gonna use this Eurogamer website if I can find it again. Let's take a look here. Just loading these websites in the background. So let's see here. Arcanine. Let's see, Arcanine. Okay, I don't know why it's not showing it on this spreadsheet. For maybe if I can search in Google Arcanine. Okay, let's see here. Let's see what this Pokemon Go DB says here. Okay, so I'm almost certain it's Fire Fang Fire Blast. But let's see here. Yep, the best move is Fire Fang Fire Blast. I know the IVs are not the greatest, but even though there's a Growlithe Nest. Oh, okay, this is weird. I'm gonna have to do that each time. I'm gonna power this up a bunch. I'm gonna invest a lot into this Growlithe. It's gonna move up this list pretty quickly. It's gonna be good against. Yeah, it just keeps moving up this list every time I power it up, which is awesome to see. Okay, it's nope. It's probably gonna pass a Slowbro as well. It's gonna get pretty high up there. It's a huge investment in terms of Stardust, but it's gonna be worth it. In the meantime, I'm gonna look up Poliwrath. Poliwrath. I don't think Ice Punch is. I don't think it's a good moveset, which is unfortunate. I think Bubble is a good one, but unfortunately, Ice Punch. Okay, it's decent. Maybe I'll power it up. Well, I'll decide after this video what I want to do. Oh man, I have a long way to go. I need to catch a bunch more Growlithe. It could go way stronger. Wow, this might end up being my second strongest Pokemon. It has a bunch more levels that it can go up. So that's awesome. That's good to see. Now I have 8 Pokemon in the 2000s. Okay, so let's see here. Damage per second, 12.9 as opposed to 29.6 if I had Hydro Pump. So I am not going to power up this Poliwrath. I'm just going to use it as is. It's a good water Pokemon to use. And I don't think there's any other ones that I want to power up. This Victory Bell. Oh, it may be. This Victory Bell has Razor Leaf. Let's see here. Victory Bell. It's a weird spelling. I think this might be the best moveset. But I remember it's has room for improvement, so its IVs are not that great. But does have the best move set potentially. Razor Leaf is better because it has stab, and Solar Beam is the best. Do I want to power this up? Let me think about this one because it is going to be a pretty big investment in terms of Stardust. I only have 120,000 left, so I did spend quite a bit to power those ones up. I do need a strong grass one since my Executor failed me. Did not do well. But I think that's all I'm gonna do for now. Let's take a look here on my Pokedex. So I'm at 136. Okay, which ones am I missing? I'm missing Ivysaur, Venusaur, Charizard. I think I calculated one off. Did I not evolve one? Choke, Machamp. Oh, maybe it's because the Rhyhorn that I miscalculated. Oh, because I thought I could get Rhyhorn, but I was one Rhyhorn off, or like 3 candies off. So I should be able to hopefully get to the Venusaur, get to the Charizard, definitely get the Rhyhorn, then Machoke, Machamp maybe, and then I'll be pretty much done my Pokedex. So that's pretty exciting. I'm gonna, again, you'll see this video on Sunday, so thanks for watching, and look forward to speaking to you next time with more Pokemon Go videos. Thank you.